Hey there, wrestling fanatics. It's your host here, Team Ryry, back for our brand new episode of Team Ryry's Wrestling Podcast, episode number 50. Yes, 50. I have a brand new guest. Go ahead and plug your social media, my friend.
Well, my social media is, well, basic because I've only got 3. Facebook, you can find me just Jake Lewis. Same with YouTube. And for Twitter, which I only started recently, at TNAFan1208.
Okay, thank you, Jake. All his links will be down below, so check him out. He's a wrestling fan like myself. Okay, first thing first, Jake, we're going to make this short and sweet. What's your thoughts on RVD? Are you a fan of RVD? Do you watch his video footage back in the day, or what?
I think RVD is very talented. I think he was a good mid-carder. And I think that's where he should have stayed. Of course, 2006, he had the whole WWE title push. He won it, then got released shortly after because of the whole drug scandal thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have got to the main event because he wasn't the best on the mic. No, he's the most charismatic, but he was enjoyable to watch in the ring. I enjoyed his time with Kane too, as the tag team champions in 2003.
Yes, do you think RVD is a future Hall of Famer, Jake? Yes or no?
It's hard to say because you look at the Hall of Fame and it ranges from Coco Beware all the way up to Stone Cold Steve Austin. So honestly, anyone can get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
As long as you're on terms with Vince, and I don't know what the relationship with RVD and Vince is at the moment.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, another thing is, are you a fan of Bam Bam Bigelow?
I can't say I've seen too much of Bam Bam.
Okay.
He was basically just lower mid-carder, really, didn't do much.
No.
At least in WWF. I don't know where else he wrestled.
Well,
probably, the territories, probably.
yeah, he did wrestle in ECW back in the day. If you had a W Network, it's on there.
Yeah, ECW. I forgot about that.
Yep.
I was watching a few ECW pay-per-views the other month, actually.
Yep.
He had a few good matches there.
I think, in my opinion, Jake, he should be in the Hall of Fame, but he won no gold in WF, and that's kind of sad, but whatever, you know? He's a big man, you know?
Yeah, his run wasn't too long in WWF, so can't expect him to win too much.
No. I think he did better in ECW, so that's why they're going to put him in the Hall of Fame, probably. What's your thoughts on, go ahead, what do you say, Jake?
They just bring people in from any promotion, really. You've got guys from WCW, ECW. Doesn't matter where you come from as long as you're known in the wrestling world.
Yep. What's your thoughts on Hulk Hogan? There's rumors that he might come back to the WWE. There's rumors.
Bro, I love Hulk Hogan. I see it all the time on Facebook. These people hating all over Hulk Hogan because he only had 2 moves. These people don't realize wrestling isn't about the in-ring product. It doesn't matter how many moves you can do. It matters how you use those moves in the ring, how you get the crowd engaged. You look at Hulk Hogan, he didn't have many moves, but he was charismatic, he had character, and he was able to captivate audiences, and that's why he's the most known wrestler of all time.
Is he very popular still in the UK, Jake?
He's very popular in the UK, actually. He does a lot of well, not a lot. He's done quite a few TV appearances here.
Oh, really? Do you think there's a possibility he'll come back to WWE? Or no? I know he won that lawsuit recently, so would you like to see him back on Raw or SmackDown, or does it really matter to you?
I'd love to see it, but I honestly don't see it happening.
Okay.
At least not in the next few years. Maybe 5 to 10 years down the line. But not a year or 2.
Okay. I think, my opinion about Hogan, he should just get away from WWE for, a long time. There's no reason to come back, but I guess he wants it. I don't know if he needs the money, or if he just missed the atmosphere,
I don't think he needs the money. He won that lawsuit.
Yeah, I know. So he don't need to come back then. He's not gonna come back to WWE for nothing, McMahon will never let him come back for nothing,
It's always fun to see legends come back, even though they don't really make much of an impact.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, probably you know about Mr. Fuji. He was the most awesome manager back in the day. We don't have a lot of great managers in this era for some reason. We got Paul Heyman. I think that's really sums it up. Really, what?
I really wish that we had more managers in WWE today.
Yep.
Because you look back at WWF and in the golden era, practically everyone had a manager, and it added a whole new dimension to the matches. You could have people win in various ways because of the manager's involvement. You could set up different lines, different feuds, all because of the managers. Now everything in WWE seems very one-dimensional, and managers could really help with that.
Yep, that's true. I don't know why, but it's true. I think Bulldog is overdue in the Hall of Fame, but he's not in the Hall of Fame yet. British Bulldog.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think British Bulldog is quite overrated. When people think of him, they really think of his initial run with Dynamite Kid, and then in 1992 when he got that push main event at SummerSlam. Really what stands out for me in his career is his time with the Heart Foundation in 1997. I think that's really the best time of his career, and I don't think it was anything too special. Is he Hall of Fame worthy? Definitely, because Coco B wears it, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But I think he's slightly overrated, but I enjoy Bulldog, so I think he should get in soon. And of course you got the huge rally from, I've forgotten what the guy's name is, but you see her all the time, sign the petition, get the Bulldog in the Hall of Fame. Just do it. Get Bulldog in, finally, he deserves it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I think he's better than Coco Beware. Coco Beware shouldn't even be in the damn Hall of Fame, you know?
Well, I think most wrestlers do actually deserve to be in the Hall of Fame for the sacrifice that they make. But you look at it, you've got Stone Cold in there, and then you just move down the line, and you've got Coco Beware. I think WWE needs to draw a line as to what classifies someone as Hall of Fame worthy, as opposed to just throwing people in.
Yeah, and last but not least, everyone misses him still, is A-Girl. Everyone knows that Sasha Banks, that's her favorite wrestler back in the day. I wish A-Girl was still alive, but drugs got to him, you know, Jake?
Yeah, what was the question?
Oh, you missed it? I said, we all miss Eddie Guerrero still, and Sasha Banks, that's her favorite wrestler, is Eddie, you know? Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
So, it's sad that he's gone. He should still be with us, but the drugs and alcohol killed him, you know?
Eddie was clean at the time that he died, wasn't he?
Oh, I thought he was, he has drugs in his system still from before, and it caught up to him or something like that, you know?
Well, he probably did die because of the drugs, but he wasn't taking them at the time.
Okay.
He just took them and it had a long-term effect.
Oh. Man, can you imagine if Eddie Guerrero was still alive? He could face like Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles. I don't know if he faced John Cena back then. I don't know if he did or not. But I like Eddie Guerrero, especially when he says... What?
He probably faced Cena on a throwaway episode of SmackDown.
Okay, but not no pay-per-views, right?
I couldn't tell you that, but I'd presume not. Even if he did, it wasn't anything too special, so it'd be great to see her in a bigger capacity.
Yeah, like a WrestleMania, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to I know UK don't have WrestleMania. Have you guys go to any live events for WWE ever yet?
Yeah. I went to NXT in June.
Oh wow.
I went to Raw in November 2013 too.
Oh wow. Any big any big moments there, Jake, for for NXT or for Raw? Any big moments you could think of?
Not really. It was just an NXT house show.
Okay.
So nothing big happened, but it was fun.
Okay. What about for Raw? Was that taped or live for Raw?
That was taped.
Okay. So nothing big happened probably.
No, big things do happen sometimes when they tape them. The only reason that they actually do tape them is because when it happens here, it's like 7:30 in the night.
Okay.
Or if it was here in the US, it's like 3 in the afternoon or something.
Okay. So you guys get it about twice a year, right? You guys get it in November and you guys get it in April, right? For Raw?
Yeah, that's right. When they do it in November, it's normally up north, which is like where I live.
Okay.
And when they do it in April, they do it down south in London.
Okay. Have you ever met any wrestlers yet, Jake? Or is that your bucket list, right? To meet any wrestlers?
No, I've met a few. 2014, I met Chris Jericho, William Regal, and Tyson Kidd.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty much it for WWE, but I go to a lot of indie shows too, so I meet a lot of British indie wrestlers.
So have you ever wanted to come to the United States for a Mania or a Royal Rumble or Survivor Series, or you got no desire in the future?
I'd definitely love to go for Mania weekend.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's getting bigger and bigger every year, Jake, you know? It's insane, you know?
You went to 31, didn't you?
Yes, 31, 20, and 26 with my family.
Yeah, I saw your videos from 30.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's unbelievable. And I try to go to a lot of events in Chicago because I'm not too far from Chicago, you know? Like, I went to Payback twice with my brother and my friend. Judgment Day, Backlash back in the day. And it's awesome, you know? I really wish I attended... What?
I'd love to go for any pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially live, you know? Taped is okay, but live atmosphere is freaking unbelievable, you know?
Well, the atmosphere is always good regardless whether it's live or taped.
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
It doesn't really make a difference.
What's your thoughts on SmackDown Live for the first time, you know, weekly, you know?
On the actual show or SmackDown actually being on Tuesday?
On Tuesdays live for SmackDown on Tuesday nights now.
Yeah, I know that, but you want to know my thoughts on the actual show or the show being on Tuesday?
I mean, not tonight. I'm talking about actually a show, you know, live on Tuesday nights. Do you think that's a good move for W or a bad move? So far.
I can't remember what the ratings were like for last week's show, but I'm pretty certain that it was a rise from the previous weeks.
Okay.
So I guess we'll just have to wait and see for when the ratings come in.
Yeah.
I enjoy being live on Tuesdays. Well, not necessarily the fact that it's live, but I just enjoy the brand split because SmackDown feels like I need to watch it, whereas it used to just be a recap show of Raw. There was no must-see things on SmackDown, but now SmackDown has its own exclusive stars, so you have to watch to keep up with the storylines. I think it's a good move overall.
Yeah, let's see if they keep it up, because in the past, you know, like wrestlers, you know, this past Monday, Orton, RKO, Brock Lesnar, I mean, that's not really a big deal because they're going to have a match for SummerSlam. Then tonight, Lesnar, F5, Orton. So that's good. Hopefully, it's not a everyday thing for this thing, you know?
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that too often, just because they've already announced Lesnar versus Orton for SummerSlam, and they're on different brands.
Yeah.
So they sort of have to have them interact, because there's no pre-established story. Yeah, so you need something to get hyped for, and the only way to really do that is to have them interact.
Yes, and plus they made this match before the draft anyway, so... And they, I'm not too sure if you know this, they met before on SmackDown, but it was not really a big deal like that now, you know?
Yeah, they keep saying that it's never happened before, but it happened.
Yeah. WWE is just full of crap, Jake. I don't know why. They look like none of us say, oh wow, we can always look it up back on W Network or YouTube. Of course it happened. Same thing what happened with Taker versus Triple H. It never happened. Yeah, it did. 3 times overall, you know?
I know. I suppose it's not too much of a deal, because it's never happened on a stage where people will just be able to blatantly say, no, I remember that from 2004. It's just on a 4 episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
It didn't mean anything. This is like the first time they've had a match.
Um.
Meaningful. So I suppose you can tout it as first time ever.
Yeah. What do you like better so far, Raw brand or SmackDown brand, or you like both right now?
Well, last week I loved Raw, hated SmackDown. This week I thought Raw was average, and I really liked SmackDown, which just finished. So it's difficult to tell at this time. Yeah, I can't really decide.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait for a few more months.
What's your thoughts on Finn Balor? Do you think that's a good move that he's champion? I mean, #1 contender over Roman?
It's good that they're building him as a big star, but I think it's too much at once, because you have to consider that there's only 1.82 million subscribers to the network, meaning that there's a maximum of 1.82 million people who have seen Finn Balor on NXT. I doubt that all of the subscribers watch NXT, so I'm just going to say 1 million people watch NXT, meaning that 1 million people know who Finn Balor is. So to bring him up and throw him in the main event, it's quite risky considering the Raw market is 3 million people. Only 1 million people know who Balor is. That's a third of the audience, so they're marketing him to a third of the audience. So I think building him in the mid-card first would have been better, rather than throwing him straight into the main event. But I'm not massively opposed to it. I like Balor.
Yeah, I'm glad he's on the main event and all good stuff. Speaking of main event, and probably you know about this, Roman is going to be the mid-carder now. And I guess he's going to face Russo for the belt at SummerSlam. What's your thoughts on that for the US belt? It's not really confirmed, but I'm assuming it's going to be confirmed.
Yeah, bro, I love both Rusev and Roman Reigns. What are your thoughts on Roman Reigns before I continue?
Well, I'm not a big fan of him because I mentioned in my other videos that it's like a John Cena 2.0. He shoved down our throats that 1 year, and I'm tired of him, you know? He should be a heel, but I don't think he's ever going to turn heel, Jake. Never.
I don't see it that way. I think differently. I think Roman Reigns is very good. He's different from Cena because he's got the badass look, the whole shield, but it's still going on. He looks like a star, and there's a lot of guys who don't. You just have to look at Dean Ambrose. He looks like a regular guy. Roman Reigns looks like a wrestler. If say you were walking through the airport, you see Dean Ambrose, you don't take a second look because he looks like everyone else. Roman Reigns, he's got the long flowing hair, he's got the big muscles. I mean, not to sound gay or anything, but he's marketable to a wider audience than Dean Ambrose.
Are you a fan of Seth? Are you a fan of Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose or just Roman?
I like Roman and Seth.
Okay, so you hate Dean Ambrose because he's boring or what?
Oh, his gimmick has been crazy, but he doesn't do any crazy things. And he's extremely repetitive in the ring. A lot of people hate on Reigns. He's only got 2 moves, which he hasn't. He has a lot more than 2 moves. Well, Ambrose is really boring and repetitive in the ring. All he seems to do is spin about and do that stupid clothesline, punches and chops. His moveset's extremely repetitive.
Yeah, I don't know what WWE's gonna do with him. I don't know if they're gonna repackage him. I mean, he's decent on the mic, but I don't know. He just needs a lot of work, you know. I think Seth Rollins is the best one out of the Shield, you know. Overall, Jake.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Ambrose used to be a lot better in the Shield. He's always been my least favorite of the 3 Shield guys. Whereas promos in the Shield, they were just phenomenal. And ever since then, ever since the Shield split up, he's been going downhill. But that promo that he cut on SmackDown, that was great.
Yes.
Because it had hints of Ambrose turning heel. He had a lot more of an edge to him, and it made it interesting. He sounded really intense, and I like that promo a lot that he cut tonight.
Does that mean Dean Ambrose is the heel, or is it Dolph the heel? I can't really tell these days.
Well, I think they're just keeping them both babyface. But if there's one that you're supposed to be cheering for more, it's Ziggler.
Okay. Do you think someone's gonna turn heel in that match at the preview at SummerSlam, or no?
I don't see. Oh, well, actually thinking of it, SmackDown hasn't got very many top heels.
Nope.
You look at the roster, you've got Cena, Orton, Ambrose. Who else have you got?
You got AJ.
I think SmackDown needs.
AJ too.
Now I'm talking about babyfaces.
Oh, okay.
They've got a lot of top babyfaces: Cena, Orton, Ambrose, Ziggler. Then you look at the heel side, you've only really got Wyatt, AJ. There isn't many. I think we need to balance it out a bit more.
Yeah, they got even out.
Bro, I hate Ziggler. I'm not gonna discuss that though. I hate him. So just turn him heel. I want to do him because I just absolutely hate him. So why not turn Ziggler heel? He needs something fresh, and I think he works a lot better as a heel than he does as a face. He's been really repetitive for the past 4 years. He hasn't changed it up much. So if you can turn anyone heel, do it with Ziggler.
Yes, I agree. I think Bray Wyatt, he needs a major push. You know, he's way overdue. You know.
Who was that, Bray Wyatt?
Yes.
Yeah, after WrestleMania 30 and the subsequent pay-per-views when he was buried by Cena,
Yes.
I lost all interest ever since then. I wasn't able to get back into the character, but since he returned and he had that feud with the New Day, I've been really into the Wyatts, and it's a shame that they split them up, but I was hoping that they would give Wyatt a bit more of a chance. We lost to Ziggler tonight. I mean, what does that tell you? Ziggler hasn't won a match year until last week. So if they're having Wyatt lose to Ziggler, I'm just worrying where they're going with Wyatt.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully they do something with him because he could be a great champion, like IC champion, or I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future, Jake. You know, with Bray Wyatt. You know.
Well, I don't. He certainly has the potential to win a championship, but I just don't think the character fits it. Like winning championships. Why would this big evil monster care about a belt? Why does that matter to him? I think if they want to give him the belt, I certainly wouldn't object to it. But I think he can do fine still being in the main event, but without the title.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to SummerSlam? I mean, it looked like a pretty good card. You know, you got Dean Ambrose versus Dolph for the belt for SmackDown side, and for the Raw side, Seth versus Baylor, and then Randy versus Brock Lesnar so far. So, and then you got John Cena versus AJ. So it's like a good card, you know.
Yeah, bro, the matches are gonna be good, but the problem that I have is that the building the stories around the matches when they should be building the matches around the stories. You think about it, a lot of these matches don't have a natural flow to them. Just look 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't imagine Ambrose facing Ziggler because they haven't interacted in the past, and like there's no heat between Ziggler and Ambrose. Likewise with Rollins and Balor, I think it would be better to take a pre-existing rivalry and use that as the main event, but the matches are going to be good. I think we can all agree on that. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be the best card ever. Look at the past 2 years, the cards have been really strong. You had Rollins versus Cena, Taker versus Lesnar. That was last year. The year before, there was like 5 main events in 2014. You had Cena versus Lesnar. There was Jericho versus Wyatt. Stephanie versus Bray. They were hyping that as a big match. Ambrose vs Rollins too. I mean, there's like 5 big matches on this card, on that card, all of which had great bookies, and I'm just worrying whether enough people are going to be interested in SummerSlam this year, but I think I'll do good enough.
Yeah, I mean, and then I hear rumors that what's his name? There's 2 guys supposed to return tonight. It never happened, did it?
No, Kate Hawkins, are you talking about?
What?
Kate Hawkins.
Yeah, he supposed to come tonight. What was that? Just probably a rumor.
No, I think he is returning. I think he is returning, just not tonight.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to see Benjamin. That's gonna be awesome to see him back on TV.
I like Shelton Benjamin, but I think he's very overrated.
Oh, you think so? You don't think he's worth to be a main guy on SmackDown?
He could be a solid mid-carder.
Okay.
I just don't think he has enough of a character, and I don't think he can really connect with the mainstream audience.
Okay. And I'm surprised that WWE wants to bring him back. And I'm surprised that I'm surprised that Benjamin wants to come back.
Yeah, I know, after they've treated him in the past.
Yeah. It must be, he must need the money or whatever. So, I don't know if he's going to be a full-time wrestler or is he just going to be a part-time wrestler. Who knows, Jake?
I'm not sure, I can see him doing full-time.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't long ago that he was actually full-time in WWE. I think it was 2010, right?
I think. I don't know. I just want him to become champion. And I want him to face like Dean Ambrose or AJ or I don't know, maybe Bray Wyatt or maybe John Cena again. I don't know if they ever faced before, but I always liked Benjamin, you know.
Possibilities.
Oh, he did face John Cena before?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think so.
I know he faced Shawn Michaels before.
Yeah.
So I'll let you go. I know you want to go bed or whatever. It's so super late, but go ahead and plug our social media again if you don't mind. Go ahead, Jake. Take it away.
Facebook and YouTube is just Jake Lewis, and Twitter at TNAFan1208.
Okay, all his links are down below. Hopefully you guys can hear them. If not, I will crank up the volume the best that I can. So thank you very much, Jake. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we could do this again in the near future, Jake.
Okay, see you, right.
Okay, good night or goodbye. Goodbye.